Hi, it's Miss Aaron, and I'm here to go through the probability, the mean question, and the Pythagoras trick question. And this is from Common Mistakes Maths Exam Tips number 7. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through each question as possible. Here are 8 marbles. 4 marbles are blue, 2 marbles are red, 2 marbles are green. Steve takes a marble at random. On the probability scale, mark the letter B, the probability that Steve will take a blue marble. Okay, so there are 8 marbles. 4 marbles are blue, 2 marbles are red, 2 marbles are green. Okay, so we've got blue, 4 blue, 2 red, and 2 green. Perfect. On the probability scale, mark letter B. Okay, so B, we know that we've got 4 blue out of 8 marbles, so that's a half. So on top of the half, we're going to put B. On the probability scale, mark with the letter G. So for letter G, we've got 2 out of 8, which is a quarter. Remember, a quarter is halfway through 0 1/2. So we're going to put that letter G. On the probability scale, mark with the letter Y, the probability that Steve will take a yellow marble. So as you can reread the question, there are no yellow marbles. They're trying to trick you. Use your common sense, because you don't want to try and put the letter Y outside the probability scale because it's not on the question, or you don't want to leave it blank either. So we want to place it 0 to say it's not in the question. There is no yellow marble. Moving on to averages. Mode is pretty straightforward. You're just finding the most common number, which is 5. Mean, so you're adding up all the numbers. And you're dividing it by how many there are, and there are 10 numbers. So altogether that's 38 divided by 10, and the answer is 3.8. So that's 2 marks, 1 mark for working out the mean, 1 mark for getting the answer. Okay, so going through this Pythagoras question, we have PQR, which is a right angle triangle. PQ is 16 centimeters, PR is 8 centimeters. So I understand that it's a right angle triangle. I know that PQ is 16 centimeters, PR is 8 centimeters. Calculate the length of QR. Okay, so instantly you know it's Pythagoras, and it's important to give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. I've mentioned it in previous videos before that when you give your answer, always check if your answer is what the question is asking for. Okay, so answering the question using Pythagoras, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. I like to annotate on the diagram as well. So I'm trying to work out what a squared is, what a is, b is 8 squared, c is 16 squared. So a squared plus 64 is equal to 256, because you use your calculators, minus 64 minus a squared is equal to 192. And then when you do it to 2 decimal places on your calculator, you should get 13.86, and I forgot to show you that you square root 192 to get that answer. So to get the marks, 1 mark for using Pythagoras, 1 mark for solving A, and 1 mark for rounding it to 2 decimal places. So it's always best to check that your last answer is not longer than the hypotenuse. So 13.86, it's definitely shorter than 16, so I can confirm that is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 2. So trigonometry question here. All you have to do is calculate the value of x, give your answer correct to 3SF. So value of x, 3SF is really important. So to work out the value of x, I've got the side is opposite to the angle, and the diagonal that's opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. I don't really care about the adjacent, so I'm going to use the sine rule. So that's sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So that's x over 32, and sine 60 is equal to x over 32. To solve x, I need to do 32 multiplied by sine 60, which is x, and that is going to give me an answer on my calculator of 27.7128 ... is equal to x. Don't stop there because we need to do it to 3 significant figures, so the answer is going to be 27.7, and I can confirm that length is also shorter than the hypotenuse. So showing you the marks: 1 mark for using the sine rule, 1 mark for getting x, 1 mark for doing 3 significant figures, and yeah, that is pretty it. So when you're working it out, again, use your answers so it makes sense. Thank you very much. I have also put a link underneath of these worksheets, so please do practice while you're doing revision. Thank you very much.